You can see me on YouTube. I am just, I'm just going live on, going to open up my Facebook to go live there. So just bear with me. Hello, hello. Okay. So if you're watching the replay, then that is what's happening right now. I'm just going into my group to go live because I want to, instead of going live in one spot and then downloading the video and uploading it, I'm going to try to go live in both places. So here we go. I can go live in both places. It just means me looking at a couple things. So I'm on my phone. My phone's right here, and I'm also on YouTube. So it's a little bit of a moving things around, seeing if this works. Go live. Starting on Facebook. Hello, hi group. Okay, let me just shut this door. There's a great wall over there that I should be going live against, but the color is so dark that makes it dark. So I always come here, but then it's not the best place. All right. Okay. Oh, hi, Cindy. How are you doing? You're in my, oh, there we go. I see my Facebook group now. So when you come on, I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. So I have my computer and my phone. So I might be looking up and down. Okay. So that's what it is. All right, let's get started because I know many of you watching the replay. I'll be sending out the replay. This is part of my free 7-day Ignite the Spark Within You, putting yourself as a priority. And nourishing your body, mind, and soul. This video is part of that. If you haven't signed up, it's free. It's 7 days. We started Monday. You can get the replays. I will post the link below this video when I am off. Or come into my inbox on Facebook Messenger and say, I want the link to join the 7-day free Renew You, and let me know. Say hello if you're watching me on Facebook. Comment, let me know you're watching. Say hello if you're watching me on YouTube replay or, how do I do this now? I'm in, sorry guys. Okay, I just made the video view way too big for YouTube. So let me know you're watching, even if you're on YouTube, just say hello. Okay. This is, I'm just going to the video. Okay. So what I want to talk about, so I did my day number 3, which was today, was on self-worth. And I wanted to touch a little bit more on this topic because it affects every single aspect of our life, every aspect. And this is what I'm really delving into right now with myself, is self-worth at the core, and how it has stopped me from doing things in life, how it has prevented me from really reaching true potential. So what I want you guys to realize too is everybody is different. So you may be looking at one area of your life and going, why can't I like they, right? Like she or like they, why are they able to do all this? How come they're able to do this? Why can't I? What's wrong with me? I've tried over and over again, right? We go through this. Each person has a struggle, more than one sometimes, that they are dealing with in life. And so we don't want to say they've got it all figured out. They may have it figured out in one area that you don't, but guaranteed there's areas of other people's lives that they don't have figured out, that maybe even you are really good at. So there's some women who are so good at their career and business and just making so much money. Like that, that I look at and go, oh my God, I wish I could be like that. But then I know that they don't have their eating and exercise and health going for them, right? Because they're too busy focusing on their career. So this is what happens. So this is kind of where it leads into priorities and values. So my priority and values are health and freedom. So look at what are yours and be honest with yourself. We can want a priority to be like right now, want to make more money in my business. That can be my priority. and reach way more people. But if I think that's going to take away some of my freedom, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to avoid. I'm not going to do it as much as I should in other ways. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do it. It just means I'm going to shy away from doing certain things if I believe they're going to take away something that means a lot to me, like my freedom or health, right? If I think having a successful business means I'm not going to be that healthy, I'm not going to have time, because this is what I hear from other women, right? I don't have time to make healthy meals. I don't have time. I've gained weight because I sit at my computer all the time, and I'm like, I don't want that. So if I believe that having a successful online business means I'm going to gain weight, kind of be unhealthy, and not really have time to make healthy meals, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to sabotage, right? So this is so important. And it also has to do with our self-worth. Like we have certain areas of our life that we are really good at, that we're like, I know, like for me, for some reason, I have this real self-worth of like, I am worthy of having a healthy body. Absolutely. But when it comes to business, I feel, because of the way we were raised often, right? For me, raised was like, you just get a job, you do your job, you make money. That's the way it should be. You just do your job, you make money, you put up with it. And so I never really wanted that. I wanted to have a job I loved. I wanted to have a career. I wanted, all of those things. And so then that's a struggle from what I believe, from what my parents and everybody believed, right? It's like, you need, just get a job, just suck it up and do what it takes to make money. And then you do more with your health and with your life. So we all were raised differently. That's kind of so we kind of also gain these identities of, I'm the type of person who, I probably just said that. I'm the type of person who has health as a priority. I can eat healthy all the time. So that's a great identity, right? That's a great identity. So therefore, I live it. I live that identity, because to me, that is me. It's part of me. But there's an aspect of my life that doesn't feel like a part of me, right? It's like, I'm working to being this. I'm working on this. So I don't, what that means is that we don't have it. It's not us. It's not me. So therefore, I don't have it. So you may be somebody who, and I'd love to hear you guys' comments where you are, but what if you're somebody who's like, I'm just not this type of person. Like, I'm just not the type of person that sticks with eating healthy. I'm just not that type of person that likes to cook. I'm just not that type of person that, right? Although that likes to exercise. I hate the gym. I'm not the type of person that wants to be at a gym. Well, then what's going to happen? Like, we have to get real with ourselves, and we have to see how we are holding ourselves back. And that's what I've wanted to get to in this Renew You. In a way, it's like, we want to say, we tend to want to say, I want time for myself. I want to have myself as a priority. I want to feel really good in my skin. I want to love myself. I want to have a vibrant life. I want this phase of my life to be really good, right? We want all these things. So yesterday, or the day one, I asked you, what area of your life do you kind of struggle in? What area of your life do you know you need to work more on? And that would be your focus through these 7 days. So like what I'm talking about today, you would pick that area and go, oh, how do I think about that area of my life? What do I say I am? Like, I'm just the type of person who, in that area of your life, right? Like, write that down and answer that sentence. And then, do I feel I'm worthy of that, having that the way I want? Like, for somebody who's like, I've never liked, let's just say another example. You've never liked your job. You're stuck in a job you don't like, but you're kind of closer to retirement, and you're just hating it. And you're like, it drags me down. It zaps my energy. I don't feel excited. I feel drained. I don't want to go to work every day. I have 10 more years of this. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Right. Then that is your struggle. That's like, wow, I have a belief that if I don't do this, I'll end up with nothing. That if I quit now, I'll be poor and I won't be able to support myself when I'm older, right? That is it, right? If I choose to follow a passion, it's too late. It's too late for me. I'm already 55. I'm already 59. I'm already 60. There's no way I can do something different. So in your head, you're saying those things over and over again. There's no way. It's not possible. I'm not that type of person. I am not worthy of having that at this phase of my life. That's really what it comes down to. I don't trust that I can do something, follow through, and be successful and make money. I don't trust myself to be able to change jobs. I don't trust myself to be able to be okay not in a relationship. Because our mind goes to, how's that possible? How's it possible? Right? And did I talk about it? And I talked about it yesterday, either in a video or in the audio, about we can't grasp the future, but we can always grasp the past because we've lived it. So we keep referring to the past. I've tried things before, they failed. I tried that once, I quit and I couldn't get another job, or I went bankrupt and I almost ended up this, and oh my God. So we're always referring to that fear, that terrible thing that happened. And we believe we're going to relive it. We believe we're going to do that again, right? And that's the dangerous thing. It's like, oh my God, what if I do it again? I'm going to do it again. Instead of believing, trusting, and having faith that we're going to make it work this time. I can make it happen. So we got to be focused on us now, fully present in the moment, and the future, not the past, not the past. Knowing that you can handle it, knowing that you can move forward, knowing that you handle whatever comes up. And for somebody that feels scared, anxious about that, that's a tough thing, right? So the best thing I could say is start by doing little things to stretch yourself, changing your life in smaller ways, not one big, huge change all of a sudden. How can I begin to shift and change things now? And that can start with your feeling. Like in yesterday's question, I asked, how would your life be different if you really, really, really believed in yourself and had high self-worth? Like, I'm worthy of anything I want. I'm worthy of having anything I want. I trust that I can have everything I want. I have faith that I can have anything I want. And in the audio yesterday, I talked about God, like God believes you can have everything. It says, you are worthy. You can have anything you want. I mean, that is, so are we going to trust our limiting beliefs, programming, conditioning? Or are we going to trust God? Are we going to trust a higher power? Are we going to trust what's really possible? And it is a tougher thing, but let's just open up to possibilities and to knowing, you know what? I am starting to change things. I am starting to believe differently. I'm starting to let go of the old heaviness, the old ways of being, my old identity. I see with the awareness. So this week is all about awareness. Wow, I didn't realize, thank you, Cindy. I didn't realize I was thinking like that. I didn't realize that every day those same thoughts and stuff went through my head. I didn't realize that I was being so negative, right? Like the, oh, this is so weird. I made the video private. Oh, shoot. Let me go to, I just noticed my YouTube, why I'm not getting anything is because I made the video private. So let me just check it. We get to start believing different. We get to start believing different. That's just the way it is, right? Oh, shoot. We get to start believing different. And we can, and it's like, oh, okay. Anyways, it's public. I feel really bad. Anyways, if anybody's trying to watch it on YouTube, they won't be able to. So until after, I don't know why it's private. This is ridiculous. Okay. So we really want to start opening our awareness, really, and understanding and seeing the way we have been living, the things we have been thinking. Don't beat yourself up though, because we are, like I said, you are human. So we are a spirit having a human experience. This is just what humans do. We've been conditioned, we've been programming, we've had limiting beliefs pushed on us, all of that. So it's also time to really forgive yourself and just go, oh, wow, yes. Think of yourself like you would talk to your best friend. Wow, well, don't worry. You've had these conditions. You've had this life, but don't go into victim. Just go into the understanding of, oh, I see where I got that. I see where I got that. Is it really true? No, it's not really true that I'm stupid or I can't have that. It's not really true that I'm too old. And also, we can change what we want, and we can also have different versions of what we want. So if you're saying, well, I wanted to be, let's say you're 60 and you're like, I wanted to be a teacher, at a college. That may not be possible at 60, you may not want to do that. But why not open up to other possibilities? How can I? Coaching. You can be an online coach. You can teach all you want. Find something you want to teach about. There's so many opportunities and so many varieties now of ways we can do things. So if you're really good, like, let's say I love pottery, right? So somebody who loves teaching, well, you could learn pottery, get really good at it, and teach pottery classes. Like, there's so many ways you could be a teacher. There's so many ways you could be an aspect of what you've always wanted to do, even if you can't actually be that profession or go into that job. Right. And also start doing something now. Start doing it part-time. Start doing it in your spare time. So that the time wasted on scrolling Facebook. I'm bad with YouTube. Scrolling YouTube, Instagram. You're living, that's like focusing on other people's lives, right? You're focusing outward, outside of yourself instead of on you. And then you wonder, why haven't I changed this? Why haven't I done that? Why can't I stick with something? It's because your focus is scattered. I don't need these all the time. We're having scattered focus, right? So our focus is scattered. And that's the problem. When the focus is scattered, then we have no focus. We're all over the place. We let too many things get in the way. Right? We let too many things get in the way. And what happens is we let other people's problems, other people's circumstances, other people's requests get in the way. That's what happens. Do you guys have any questions? Hello, who's here? Let me know who's here. Comment, say hello in the comments. Even if you can't stay, that's all right. Just say hello. Let me see a comment, because I'm going to refresh because I can't see anything right now. And nothing's coming through on my phone at all. So let me know. Looks like Becky might be here. So this is what these 7 days was really about: looking at yourself and getting honest and being open and understanding, but not judging. And really getting clear on, oh, wow, I really see how I have been. And now I'm starting, because it's time for you to dream, and it's time for you to focus on your future, and it's time for you to desire things again. And it's time for you to be excited about life. When we feel helpless, when we feel it's not possible, when we feel that there's no way for us to possibly do that, like have something in our life, then there is no spark within. Like I say, ignite the spark within, get excited about life again. You won't be that way if you aren't allowing yourself to believe things could be possible for you. So self-worth is really important. We can't achieve what we don't believe we can achieve, right? So if we don't believe we are worthy of having it, or that we could possibly do it, and we're not going to do it. And so what you have is this desire that you want. And then inside you have the battle of it's not possible. So it's like you're a little kid again, and you're wanting something, and your parent is saying, you can't have that. That's not possible for someone like you. You can't. That hurts, right? That's deep down inside. That's deep down. You feel unworthy. And so notice that's what you feel. Oh, wow, I actually feel I'm not worthy of it. You don't have to dig deep or figure out where everything, just know, okay, that came from somewhere. That's sitting inside my body. The truth is I am worthy, but I'm noticing that I'm acting from a place of not being worthy of it. Therefore, I'm not going to get it. So I'm going to be aware of that. And I'm going to start to dismantle those things, right? I'm going to, it's like reading, journaling, telling yourself, constantly inputting new information. So the way you got those beliefs, those thoughts, that self-worth was by, when you were young, information was being input into you by other people, by society, by advertisements, anything. So that is how you program. So you need to input new information, right? It's not just going to happen magically. You get to input that new information, whether it's through books, through YouTube videos, through coaching, someone helping you, through writing out like things, saying things to yourself, like how you want your life to be, noticing how you feel. So when you catch yourself, it's like, oh my God, I don't feel that I'm like, there's no way, but I want it. So that if you want it, you can have it, because we do not have a desire that we are not worthy of. So then you just start thinking of a different way. Instead of, I can't have it, you think, how can I? How can I get that? Or how can I get something like that? Or how can I begin to feel that way now? Or what little things can I do that'll lead me towards that? Like what little thing today? What little thing tomorrow? Instead of, I have to do everything or nothing, right? That's another big thing that holds us back too, because there's always something you can begin. There's always, and that's how you get there. We know that. We know that a baby starts walking, they get up, they fall, they get up, they fall, they get up, they fall. We know that. We've been there. We've lived it. Sometimes as adults, we think, no, I got to be able to do it. If I can't do it, like full on, forget it. It's not going to work for me. Excuse me. So there's no prerequisite for being worthy. You don't have to do anything. You are worthy. You're good enough now. You can always find a way to move forward. You can always find a way to start doing what you like. You can always find a way to begin to feel better about your life. Always. Excuse me, my throat. So start thinking about that. Start focusing about that. Start feeling into your body. Get yourself into a calm, neutral space, breathing, walking on grass, sand, something that's grounding, being in nature, and just being fully present in the moment and feeling really good and allowing yourself no worries, no nothing. Tell yourself you can worry later, because your life isn't going to change in 1 minute, right? Like just let it be, accept it, accept yourself fully and completely for who you are. Say, yes, I'm choosing to love myself exactly as I am right now. I'm choosing to fully love myself. I'm choosing to know I'm a soul and a spirit in this body. I chose this life. I chose to live this life. I chose to learn the things I am learning. All my struggles are things I am meant to overcome. My struggles are things I am meant to be in. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in them. I'm meant to overcome them. I'm meant to move through them. I'm meant to experience them. So fighting against them is only going to keep them with you longer. So it's like, okay, here I am. I'm in this situation. Okay. All right. I may not know exactly how to get out of it. I may not know what's next. I may feel scared. I may feel worried. And feeling those emotions is okay. This is the thing too. It's okay for us to feel scared or nervous or worried about a future. Worry is a prayer that you don't want to make happen, though. That's the thing. You don't want to stay in those emotions. So emotions are not bad. You just don't want to stay in them for any long period of time. They're meant to move through you. Ooh, like a big rush of feeling, right? Like a hot flash. They come, they feel you. We don't try to hold down our hot flashes. We don't try to hold our hot flashes. Like, okay, stay. No, oh my God, go away. I'm letting you go. Woo. We right? That's what you do with a feeling. You want to be like, okay, here it comes. It's coming up. Out. I'm allowing myself to feel it fully. Now, if you're in a public place, and you can't do that. You can't fully cry or let go or let the tears run. Well, go to the bathroom, because literally those emotions won't stay too long unless they've been bottled up for years. So then you can allow yourself a weekend or even a day to feel the self-doubt, to feel the low self-worth, to feel the shame, to feel the guilt. Feel it, because it's there. It's there inside of you. So you want to feel it, you want to cry it out, you want to release it, and you go, even though I'm feeling these horrible and terrible emotions and I feel like crap, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. And you could do some EFT, emotional freedom technique, and tapping. You can look that up, EFT, on YouTube, tons of videos. That statement is from EFT. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Because you want to be in a place of acceptance and love no matter what. So if you've also heard of shadow work, it is loving the aspects of yourself that you don't like. There's always aspects of ourselves or things that we feel that we want to run away from, we don't like, we hate even. The more you stay in judging that emotion or judging that aspect to yourself or not liking that aspect to yourself, it's going to stay there. That's how it stays. It won't get better. The only way for it to get better is to shine more love on it. And that's like in a dark room, the more you focus on the dark room, it's not going to bring in the light. The more you complain about how dark it is and tell yourself, I hate the dark, it's not going to bring in the light. Right? You got to bring in love to lift the darkness. You got to bring in that love and acceptance of yourself. Doesn't mean you don't want to change. It doesn't mean you don't want to change. It doesn't mean your life won't change. So I used to think sometimes, oh, if I love and completely love, that's telling everybody that my life is the way it is. I don't want it to be this way. It's same with your body, right? If I love my body, aren't I telling my body it doesn't have to change? And I want it to change. No, you can love your body now. You can love your body when you lose 5 pounds. You can love your body if you gain 10 pounds. You can always love your body. You just want things to change. It has nothing, your love stays. And there was a really good thing about self-worth that that girl in that interview I was telling you guys about in the audio is self-worth doesn't change. Like our self-worth is not determined by outward situations. Real self-worth, where confidence is. So we gain confidence the better we get at something. We gain confidence the more we succeed in something, the more people tell us how great we are in a certain, like, let's say a sport, right? We gain confidence in that sport the better we get at it. Self-worth is there if you're good. Low self-worth is there if you're good at sports, and it's also there if you suck at sports. So your self-worth is there if you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship. So if you have low self-worth, it will be there when you're in a relationship, and it will be there when you're not in a relationship. If you have low self-worth, it'll be there when you're highly successful, and it will be there when you are not successful. You see what I mean? So if you work on having better self-love and self-worth, that'll only help, because you're not going to sabotage as much. Because if we don't feel worthy, we are going to sabotage things that we feel are above us, as in, that's better than me. I'm not worthy of that. We will sabotage it. Even if we get it for a little bit of time, we'll sabotage. And that has so much to do with women weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. Nope. Because they also haven't made it internal, right? Like for me, like I talked about, healthy eating is who I am. It's who I am. It's part of me. So it is who I am. It's not going to change unless I really change, right? It is who I am. So if somebody's really successful in business, they're really, to them, it's like, oh yeah, it's easy. I don't know. I don't even remember how I did it. I just believe it. Yeah, of course. I worked really hard and I came here and I got here. You know, a lot of people work hard, but a lot of people don't make money by working hard. So that's not, working hard is not the secret, right? So those people that have achieved all that, they just, that is what their focus has been on. And they had a belief that they would attain it. That still doesn't mean they have high self-worth, because they could be doing it for the all wrong reasons. I believe that I need to be successful so that my dad accepts me. I believe that I need to be successful so I can get a beautiful wife. I believe that I need to be successful so that I'm worthy, because if I'm not successful, then people will look at me and go, what a louse, what a lazy bum. See what I mean? That's what how important self-worth is. When you tie self-worth to an outcome, I will feel better about myself when I lose the weight. How common is that? You know what happens? They look at themselves and go, oh my God, I do feel so much better and look so much better. But often bring yourself right back down, because it's like, that's not me. That's not who I am. I am not that person, because I am that person who never takes care of myself. So anyways, we're talking, you know, it's identity, it's self-worth, so just start to have these awarenesses of, oh, interesting. This is the way I've been thinking about my life. This is the way I've been thinking about this. Interesting. Wow. No judgment, no beating yourself up, coming from a place of love, honoring yourself and going, interesting. Like what I do is I think of my soul and my spirit, who only wants the best for me and believes that anything's possible and is 100% there for me. And then my physical body, the little rebel who fights everything, who feels limited, who wants to go off and just play and doesn't want to do what she's supposed to do. You know, that I separate them. And sometimes we got to bring them together. But for me to have compassion for myself, if I look at myself from a higher, from source, from God's view, look at yourself from God's view, right? And go, what would God say about that little girl? Because you are acting like, you know, the little stubborn rebel girl who's fighting things, who says she can't do things, right? So if we come from more of a place of, my soul desires this type of life, this amazing life, healthy, vibrant, whatever. But Diana, the physical body, the one who's been programmed, conditioned, the one who's had trauma, she is having a hard time believing she can do it. Hi, Sandra. She's having a hard time believing she can do it. She doesn't feel good about herself. She's been told so many times this and that. You got to have compassion for that person. If you look at it from a God source looking at you, you have more compassion. Right? So try that and allow yourself to notice, have awareness. And then when you start to act in those ways that you want to change, or you start to talk to yourself in a way you're like, I don't like the way oh my God, I'm noticing I'm saying those bad things about myself. Then you're like, okay. And this is what I literally put my hands on my heart and go, okay. Oh. And sometimes I cry because it's like, how hurt. I feel so hurt that I think about so little of myself, that I don't think good about myself. It makes me sad, right? So then I think about my beautiful soul, spirit. That's who I really am. Diana, who's living in this body, my beautiful soul and spirit is in this body. And this body is just having a hard time right now, or this body is just struggling with certain things. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, right? We're all human. We all struggle with things. We're all meant to go through things. This is my challenge in life. This aspect is my challenge in life. This is what I am meant to go through. This is why I just tell myself, you're meant to overcome this. You're meant to overcome this. This is here for you to overcome. You can do it. You can do it, Diana, because this is just your lesson. You just got to overcome it. It's like a baby learning to walk. Just takes that one step at a time. It takes a couple falls. So what? Get back up. Don't think about it. Move on, right? So I hope that helps somebody. I hope this helps. This will be up on YouTube. I'm going to have to take this video, download it, and upload it on YouTube. So if you want to share it with anybody, that would be wonderful, because you can't share from my group, but you can give them a YouTube link, of course. And if you are watching this and you haven't signed up for the 7-day Renew You, I will post the link in the YouTube video in the description and underneath comments, and also on my Facebook group. In my Facebook group, Women Living Boldly 50 Plus. Okay, so you are worthy. There's nothing you have to do to be worthy. Not one single thing. Don't have to be better, do better, change the way you look, change what you weigh, everything. You're perfect just the way you are now. Then take stock. What would I like to change in my life? How would I like this? How would I like to live my future? How do I want to feel every day? Mostly during the day when I'm living my life. What would I like my life to look like? I don't do 5-year, 10-year things, right? Just start to ask yourself these questions and start to just have more awareness during the day of what you're thinking, what you're saying, and noticing if you're giving time to you, or if you're letting everybody else have all your time and all your thoughts and all your energy. Because that's what you can control right now. That should have been said at the beginning of the video. All right. So much love to you. Let me know you've watched this. Thank you for watching. And I'll have another video. I think we'll do another video on Friday or Saturday. I will let you know. All right. Bye-bye. Okay, my YouTube video is still going. So I lost YouTube. I lost by, no. Okay, guys, lost the Zoom. Here it is. There we go. Okay, I'm going to stop streaming live. Thank you so much, YouTube. I'm not sure which video will be up. And